Did it even ever had any chance to walk between us? No. No, I don't think so. I thought that we had a chance. I thought that, like a pilgrim, I once was in this world, and I wandered through the woods of this world, and I wanted to treat you like a flower. Oh, shut up. Shut up. You made that tweet about me. But I was a different person at that time when I made that tweet. I was taken over by my dark side. Oh, that is stupid. That was stupid. I was taken over by my dark side. The dark side of the force. In the end, we are not so different, you and I.
Don't say that.
Yes, we both use people for our own advance.
Don't say that to me. I have tried all the years of my long life. I have tried to be a good member of this society.
Of society.
Yes, a good member of this society and a good member of my family. A good member of my dear family. I have tried. Maybe sometimes I have done things that later I have thought that maybe that was a bit too much. Yes. A bit too much. A bit naughty. But we all have our past. Don't you agree? This world, it's eating us.
Oh, yes.
It's eating us. It's the world. The society.
And I said to the fox that once I was like a pilgrim in this world, and I wandered through the woods of this world, and it was important. But then I saw, do you have any coffee? Yes, but wait a minute. Do you mean coffee? Do you have any coffee? Do you mean like normal coffee or that kind of coffee? Oh, that kind of coffee. Yes, wait a minute. That is a weird person. And then I said that once I was like a pilgrim in this world, and I wandered through the woods started to treat them like a flower. A tiny white flower with blue leaves. But I was not able to do it. I was taken over by my dark side, and I started to act like a maniac. And I told to my psychotherapist about this, and he said, random bird, something happened to you. Something happened to your brain. And my brain, I started to look at my brain. It was strange. My brain looked almost normal, but there was something strange in my brain. And I started to see patterns in my brain. Excuse me. Yes. Do you have any coffee? Oh my God. I am trying to tell you about my inner self, about my ego. That is very interesting and important, but I wonder if you have a cup of normal coffee. Please, I would be grateful. And maybe you would want some sugar to your coffee. What? Or milk to your coffee? No, that is not necessary. But if you have some... Oh, that is not necessary, but if you have some... If I have some... And how about you? What are you bringing to this situation? What are you bringing for this generation? For the young people? Young people look at you, older people like you, and you are just saying that, ooh, 1 cup of coffee, please. Is that? Are you saying that to me? Are you saying that to me? Are you saying? I would prefer just a small piece of sugar to my coffee and a tiny piece of milk from a cow. Well, that is strange. That is really strange, man. I am just trying to tell about my feelings. Sometimes we have to talk about our feelings. Yes, that is important. Well, maybe I will get you that 1 cup of coffee. I would be so grateful. So extremely grateful. And very happy Yes. I am just an old guy. I don't need much. I'm not asking like that someone should bring a whole cow to me or a whole coffee plantation. I am just talking about little things. Yes, we all need little things to my life, to our lives. And I'm an old man. One day I will not exist anymore. So, once I was like a pilgrim in this world, and I wandered through the woods. Did you bring me that small cup of coffee? Now I forgot the whole thing. I'm sorry. But once I was like a pilgrim in this world. Like a pilgrim. So I met that other guy and we talked about the situation.
Yes, and what was the conclusion?
We started to talk about the whole situation with our factories and how in recent years it has all went stranger.
Yes.
And once I was like a pilgrim in this world.
Oh no.
I wandered through the woods.
Don't you start that. Don't you start. No, I don't want to hear it.
Have you been looking around lately and seen that people are losing their minds? We would all want to be happy, but the society is putting tiny pearls. The society is putting tiny pieces of our brain to our nervous system, and it will make it fragile. I am not saying that I would be any doctor. I am not an expert on that field, but I have spent hours looking things from Google, and I know what is the reason for this. Nothing this has actually happened. We are living in a simulation. You do not really exist. You are just a part of the code. And they are trying to break you. They are trying to do it. They You know whom I'm talking about. You know who I mean. It's them. It's them. They are doing it. They are doing it. And because of what? Because of their own greed and self-deprivation. Because of their own self-deprivation. They are doing it. Even if you would not be in physical danger, you might experience stress. But then you can think about happy things like flowers and a warm hand of an innocent child and a tiny bird flying on the sky, like a pilgrim I once was in this world. I wandered through the woods and talked to the